The order paper in the name of Assembly Member Arnold, asking if community schools should be knocked down in order to build free schools.
Yes. Jennette, I think your question is about...
Are you saying yes?
Sorry?
Are you saying yes?
I said yes, I'm interested in your question, which I think is about free schools in Hammersmith and Fulham. Is that right?
I want to go on to my supplementary. If you could just give me a
well,
yes or no answer.
I'm in favour of free schools and where they could be.
The question is would that mean that you would then be in support of a school being bulldozed, a good school with satisfactory features being bulldozed to create a full school, a free school? Are you in favour?
Well, I think you're referring. I think you're referring to. I don't want to see the unnecessary bulldozing of any good school, Jennette, obviously. But I think you're referring to a proposal to amalgamate two Fulham primary schools, New Kings and Sulivan, to create a combined school with benefits on the New Kings site from September 2014. The merger would free up the Sulivan site, allow a new parent-rated secondary free school, Fulham Boys School, to be set up. Fulham Boys School, FES, was delayed because of lack of premises.
Mayor, we can't hear what you're saying. We can't understand it.
Creates more school places in Hammersmith and Fulham.
Slow down.
It sounds good.
Mr. Mayor, can I say I'm putting my question on behalf of the pupils of Sulivan Primary School who are here today this morning, and they're here petitioning you because they are part of Save Their School.
This proposal
can I just finish? Because the plans that have been proposed, that is to bulldoze down their school and put them in with another school so that their plot of land can be handed over to a free school, is just not on when you consider one of the critical things that we have in this area as well as across London is a shortage of primary schools. So what I'm asking on their behalf is, do you think that's fair? And if you don't, will you write to Hammersmith and Fulham and ask them to explain fully why at this time they are planning this? And I spelled all this out in my letter to you on the 19th. So can I get a sense that you're looking to get some clarity? Because it would be good if the pupils, teachers and parents left here this morning getting a sense that you are their mayor and that you want to get clarity so that you can speak up for them if the right thing isn't being done.
Yes. What this proposal is supposed to do is to create 800, is going to increase secondary school places, 800 badly needed new secondary school places, including sixth form places, and it will mean more funding and better facilities, I'm told, for Hammersmith and Fulham children, because amalgamating the two small primaries allows for significant savings, which is going to be reinvested in the pupils' education. It looks to me as though the overall objective is to increase supply of school places in Hammersmith and Fulham, which has got to be the right way forward.
No, my question is about the impact on Sulivan Primary School, the impact on primary school places.
The impact is positive.
The impact on the primary school places will be a reduction, because whereas we now have a 1.5 school intake, you will end up with one with less pupils in the school. I just want to move on because
I'm told that places at New Kings and Sulivan remain empty at the moment.
We'll have fewer places. And I just wanted to give regard to the pupils who are involved here, and they are part of this discussion because they believe their school, about 80% of them, this was their school of choice. So will you, firstly, visit Sulivan School to see for yourself, just to see what a policy that you're supporting is about, and to see that it is not going to cause detriment and eviction to the pupils of Sulivan Primary School?
I think I understand where you're coming from. What this proposal does, as I understand it, and obviously I don't have direct responsibility for schools in this city, unfortunately, so this is not my policy. I haven't promoted this myself. But it seems the briefing I have is that what this will create is more places. Because there will now be an amalgamation which will free up a site for a new school. And I think possibly what you object to is the free school.
No, that's not where this question should be going to, Mr.
No,
Mayor.
I just wondered.
This question should
Okay.
be you taking responsibility, because you
Well,
have
I would love to take
you
responsibility
have
because
said,
I don't have the statutory power to do so.
you don't have the statutory powers, but you are interested in education.
I am.
You said so. You have created a unit here in that you've accepted and put in this building a unit. You spend about £30-odd million on educational matters. I'm saying that you are engaged in school and educational matters, and I just want to ask you again, will you visit Sulivan School to make clear what's happening so that you can petition on their behalf if you find their
I'm not
case
going.
worthwhile?
No. What I'm going to do.
So you're
is
not going to
repeat-
visit them?
Well,
no?
I mean,
Okay. Will you then meet up with the pupils because they brought you a present? And will you meet
I
up
think
with
this is demagoguery, Jennette. You can't use the. This is
Who's
sort
got a
of.
present? There's a present for you.
Thank you very much.
There's a present for you, and
I'm most grateful.
on your way out, before you have a coffee, will you just meet up with the pupils and their parents,
And I'm going to tell. Well,
and
and
just receive their present, and then just give them the
Who
respect
represents
for the
Hammersmith and
fact
Fulham?
that
Why
they've
is
come here
Jennette-
today.
Any presents will have to be given outside of the
I thought
meeting.
Jennette represented
At
Hackney
the
and
end of
stuff.
this meeting, will you do that, Mr. Mayor? There's nothing to be frightened of. These are primary school pupils.
The member-
Are you frightened? Are you frightened of meeting a handful of the most gorgeous, wonderful primary school children from this city?
Of course,
well,
I'll
will
be
you
more
meet
than
them?
happy. I'll be more than happy
Will
to
you
tell
meet
these
them?
wonderful primary school children and their parents and everybody else who is here what I understand to be the facts of the case, which is that their current schools are under subscribed.
There's
and
the present for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
There. The present's there.
Thank you, Sullivan.
They
Thank you very
brought
much.
it all the way, and they will be they'll be waiting
I'll be
for
delighted.
you.
I'll be delighted to tell them. The issue is, folks, it's very, very simple.
Chair, I've finished. They'll be waiting for you.
Are you frightened?
You
You're
put a question
frightened of hearing
to
the
him.
answer.
I'm going to give him a chance
You don't
to
want to hear the
answer.
answer. The answer is, there's a brilliant plan. You're going to love it. What's going to happen is they're going to amalgamate the schools to save, to economise on space, because the problem at the moment is that the current schools aren't filling all their classes.
They are.
No, not according to this. No,
That's so wrong.
not
So
according
wrong.
to this.
So wrong.
And there's a brilliant plan
wrong.
to have a new school,
Yeah.
a free school.
No.
No?
No, you're so wrong.
It sounds brilliant.
You need to meet them.
Sounds absolutely brilliant.
No, you need to meet them. Anyway,
Why are
I've
you
finished.
against this new school?
Chair, I finished.
Why are you against this new school, Jennette?
Chair, I
Thank you.
finished.
Come on, are you against this new school?
We'll move on to the next question on the order paper. Changes to London's probation service.